family, what is going on? Hello for a second time, my name is Frank Coster from frankcoster.net, and in today's video I'm going to share something that I've noticed now that I've been living 3 years as a digital nomad, and it is something that I think other people who are also digital nomads or sort of like travel and are far away from home frequently can probably find some value in it. So let's get cracking! But first, let me tell you a little bit about my background, because my family is sort of like very unusual. We've been a family that has been moving around a lot since we were very young. We've been moving constantly. I was born in Netherlands, then we moved to Spain, to Madrid. We stayed there 2 years, then we moved to Barcelona, then we went to live to Buenos Aires, Argentina. And after that, as I started to live on my own, I also sort of followed that pattern, and I've never been more than, I would say, more than 2 or 3 years in one single place. At the same time, my father and mother are not together anymore. So I have a family that is very scattered around the world. So it is not only the 3 years that I've been a digital nomad, but it has also been the constant time that I've been away during my 20s. And because my family is in different parts of the world, I've just been unable to be close to all of them consistently like a normal family. Now that never presented a problem, but in these last 3 years, it has sort of like, it made it more strong in a way. And I noticed that when I came back, everybody in my family has some sort of closeness that comes from being frequently together that I just don't have. And I think that when you're constantly away from your family and not making a consistent effort to be physically close to them, this distance is just inevitable. So what I noticed, when you lead a digital nomad lifestyle and you don't have the financial means to go consistently and frequently home and see your loved ones, what happens is that everybody in your family is having moments together, is gathering, is having, I don't know, weddings, dinners, Christmas, whatever, and you're missing all these dates. And these sort of moments are what creates a bond between you, your father, your mother, your brothers, family, friends. And this is basically what you're missing out when you're constantly away from home. Now you have to bear in mind that I was first in Thailand, which is very far away from where my father and mother lives. My father lives in Madrid. My mother lives in Menorca, which is where I am right now. It's a small island in Spain. And then the rest of my family, everybody lives in Amsterdam and in Eindhoven, which is a city in the south of Holland. And therefore, every time that I wanted to go and see my family, I had to buy a ticket to Holland, then go to Madrid, and then go to Menorca, which supposed probably a month and a half or 2 months of visiting family, and I was not making so much money in order to be able to do that frequently. Now I see no problem in you being away from home and being very far away if you have a very strong source of income. Your economic position is very strong and you have the ability to go back, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 times home. But that was not the case, and a lot of people who go to Thailand and all these cheap places, they go there because it's cheap and we can start our own businesses, online businesses, so we can bootstrap a little bit at the beginning with the savings that we got. But for most of us, building an online business is something that takes time, and having a strong financial position where your business or your businesses are bringing in a lot of money, I don't know, it just takes time. So what happens is that you're kind of like stuck in those faraway places and you're unable to visit your family, or maybe you're only able to visit 1 or 2 times per year, which I believe that, in my opinion, it is not enough. And if you do that consistently and you maintain that lifestyle over a long extended period of time, what happens is that everybody in your family and your friends and everybody who you love is creating moments together, is creating a bond, is creating that closeness, and you're missing out on that, which I think it's a shame, it's a pity, because at the end of the day, for most of us, family and friends are the most important people in the world. If somebody were to tell us that we're not gonna be here in this earth for much longer, what would be one of the first things that we would decide? We would want to be close to our family and friends. So I don't know, after 3 years being very far away from home, and after having spent almost all my 20s traveling around and going to different places and always being away from family and blah blah blah, you have to, I don't know, bear in mind that I've been away from family probably 10, 11, 12 years or something. So that is quite a lot of time. What happens is that you create a distance that, in my opinion, it's unnecessary, it's undesirable. Now I'm 33 years old and my mind has started to change a little bit. I value, I don't know, discovering the world. I value independence. I value autonomy, and all those things. I'm not giving them up. But at the same time, I think it's silly to sacrifice family and friends, the relationship, the bond, the closeness that you have with them, in order for you to travel and just travel and be constantly away from home. It is just not worth it. I think that either if you want to build an online business, it is way better to do it close from home, and if you want to be away from home, do so when you're in an economic position where you can go to see your family frequently. Now, bear in mind that if you do this, being away from home for a short period of time, this will obviously not happen. I don't think that 1, 2, 3 years only away from home is such a big deal. But if you do that for a longer time, I would say anything 50 years plus, that is certainly what will happen. There will be a distance, not necessarily a negative one, but a distance that you will, I don't know, at least this is how I felt it. I missed the closeness that was there when I was living with my parents or living in the same city or just close to them. So to summarize, my proposal is 2 options. Either build your online business close to home, ideally in your same country. There's a lot of high-paying clients that you can get in your own Western country that you cannot get in all these third world countries. And the second alternative is be away when you have a very strong economic position, when you're able to go to see your family as frequently as you want. Those are the 2 options that I think that you can really balance out the idea of building your own online business, and at the same time not lose the connection, the closeness, and the relationship that you have with your loved ones. So that was it for today. See you next time, my gangsters.